What's up my ninjas? This is Dee here. I'm gonna be doing a Q&A today. So real quick, shout out to Andy Wu. Jerk. Anyway, so the first question is from Locked Heart Unlocked, and it is, what made you first want to start making props, and also what got you into cosplaying? So initially I wasn't actually interested in cosplaying. I went to my first con to hang out with friends, and because there was a rave there, and I really like dancing, so of course I had to go. I remember seeing all these people dressed up and I thought it was really cool because I recognized so many of the characters, and that day I bought a Shinigami outfit just for the hell of it, and I just wore it, just like styled my hair normally. It wasn't anything special, but I just did it to wear something during the day. Yeah, I wasn't into cosplaying really at that time, but later that year the movie One Piece Strong World came out, and there was this scene at the end where the gang bust through a door and they're wearing like mafia outfits and they're holding these giant guns, and the scene was just so ridiculous that I instantly like fell in love with the outfits. I remember going to my friends and asking them like, hey, do you guys want to cosplay this? Because I think it'd be really cool. We ended up having everyone in the group plus an ace. We got to make the props, which was really fun. I didn't know anything about cosplay at the time. I didn't know how to make anything. So just a group of us just would get together and we would brainstorm and we would try things out and we would suffer together. But it was a lot of fun really, just making things. And from there I wanted to keep making stuff. So the next year I made Black Rock Shooter props, which was, yeah, that was interesting because they were so huge. But yeah, so that's how I got into cosplay, was just trying it out, really loving the building process of things, and then I'm still doing it today. Yeah. So that answers that question. The next question is from Maki-chan, and she asks if you could do a run through of how you made it, or maybe how to make Black Rock Shooter props. Also, how do you travel with big props? Black Rock Shooter props, I used the expanding foam method. So basically, I made a cardboard pattern of the initial shape of the prop, and I cut a slit in it so I could insert a dowel and secure it with hot glue. And then on both sides, I just sprayed expanding foam, which is like in this can. Sprayed both sides and then carved it out to the shape I wanted. I layered masking tape over it to cover all the gaps, and I primed it and then hand painted everything. And that's it. It's actually really, it's quite cheap and it's really easy to do. It's just really time consuming having to carve all the details out each step. Yeah. So how I travel with big props is I don't really travel with big props. Most of the time, like the BRS weapons and then the One Piece guns were local cons, so they just fit in my car and I just drove them to a con. I never really needed to make it travel friendly until last year when I started going to Cali cons. And even then I never brought big things because it would be too much of a hassle. Thankfully, most of my friends, I have a lot of friends that will drive down and I would just, you know, toss it into their car and it's all good. The easiest way to travel with big props, I feel, is to make it detachable. So the Ruby Scythe was detachable, and then the Sarah boat detachable, so that was even more car friendly. But I can't imagine ever going to a CaliCon with them, unless I wanted to pay for like shipping, which I really don't. So that's where you'll find all my easy cosplays really, or just props where I can just detach everything and it'll be fine. So yeah, so if you want to travel with big props, I really would suggest making it detachable so they can either fit in your luggage or fit in a separate suitcase. Otherwise, you'd be spending a lot of money on shipping and that's not fun. So now it's time for cosplay update. So basically, this is the part where I fill you in on what cosplays I've been working on. So the next con that I'm going to is Northwest Fan Fest, and that is in Vancouver, Canada. I will for sure be bringing Ruby, but as her like uniform version, and headphones with the gun version of her weapon. So pretty simple. The con's at UBC, so it's the whole like school aspect, which I thought would be really cool to like abuse. But that's been done for about a month now, so what I've actually been working on is my first comic book cosplay, and I'm really excited for it because it's like a childhood thing. And I'm trying really hard to actually make it for Northwest Fan Fest. I have until Wednesday, because that's when I'm leaving to Canada, to finish it. It's actually drying right now as I'm making this video, and I'm really trying hard to get it all done. I'm not gonna spoil it because I don't actually know if I can finish it, but let's see. I have these two that are dried so far, among other things. So that's it. That's all I'm gonna show you guys is this. I'll see you guys next time. Later, my ninjas.